Hi, this is Miss Grab's video for concluding statements of a paragraph. So to start off here, I need you to open up in your daybook to page 18, right in today's date, and the topic for today is concluding statements. So we're going to start off with, what are the purposes of a concluding statement? All of the notes on this page need to end up on page 18 of your daybook. So if that means you pause it and write them down now, or watch the whole video and go back, however you want to do that, but these notes need to make it into your daybook, please. What are the purposes of a concluding statement? 1, it lets the reader know the writer has completed what he or she wants to say on that main point. So it brings your paragraph to a close. And it leaves a final statement of the paragraph's main idea. So it's again a restatement of that main idea that you said in your topic statement. The do's and don'ts of a concluding statement. They're mostly don'ts, but there's a few do's as well. You need to make a do's and don'ts list in your daybook, so however you want to do that, if you want to do 2 columns, if you just want to do a list, like I said, there are more don'ts than do's, so a list might be better. It's up to you however you want to set it up. Do, summarize the main idea that the topic statement tells. So whatever that main idea is of your paragraph, you want to bring it up again in your concluding statement. Don't use language too close to the topic statement. So just because you're saying about the main idea again doesn't mean you need to use the exact same terminology or even very close. It's boring if you do that. Don't use the transition in conclusion. Ugh, this is such a 5th grade, 4th grade writing habit. In conclusion, generally when you come to the end of something, people understand that it's the conclusion. You don't need to say in conclusion. Use a different transition. There are much more exciting ones to choose from. That one is overused. More don'ts. Don't list all of your details again. That is something that is often taught in younger grades, and that's okay. But as we're moving into more adult writing, we don't need to list all the details again, especially when writing just a paragraph. Generally, your reader can follow along and can see what your 3 details are. Don't repeat an example you already said or focus only on one example. Often when people come to the conclusion, they only are focused on that last detail example that they had given, and they forget about the others. So people often just summarize their last example instead of summarizing the whole main idea of the paragraph. So you want to avoid doing that. And don't introduce a new idea or example because it confuses the readers and they're not sure if you're saying that this is the end of your paragraph or if you're going on to something else. I want you in your daybook on page 19 to copy the following 3 statements and give each a rating of good, fair, or poor. So I'm going to read through them and then you can pause the video and give your rating. So let's pretend that this paragraph tells why bears are the best animals, and these are 3 different concluding statements. 1. In conclusion, bears are the best animals because they are strong, they are good mothers, and they are cute. 2. While bears possess many qualities, their strength, strong maternal instincts, and adorable faces make them especially likable animals. And 3. Bears are indeed amazing creatures that have a lot to offer the world. So go ahead and rate each of them either good, fair, or poor. So let's see how your answers compare with mine. In conclusion, bears are the best animals because they are strong, they are good mothers, and they are cute. That's a poor example. Number 2, while bears possess many qualities, their strength, strong maternal instincts, and adorable faces make them especially likable animals. That's a fair piece. It's a bit elementary, but it's fair. And 3, bears are indeed amazing creatures that have a lot to offer the world. Surprisingly, this is the good one, even though it is the more simplistic one. That's okay. So I want you to look at them and think about what don'ts are in these that make them fair or poor, and what do's are in them that make them good. So I can tell you to start off in conclusion. I want you to draw a line right through in conclusion because that's a don't. So look for other don'ts and draw lines through the don'ts and circle the do's. So you want to pause the video and do that. Here are mine. In conclusion, I crossed out that's a don't. We talked about not saying that. They are strong, they are good mothers, and they are cute. Those are don'ts because you don't need to list the examples. Here, I'm circling this just here. Bears are the best animals. That is a do because they are stating the main idea. Again, here it's kind of similar. They're stating the main idea. Again, it's not necessary that they list the 3 details. Like I said, that one's fair. It's fair. Bears are indeed amazing creatures that have a lot to offer the world. They are restating the main idea. They're bringing it to a close. They don't need to repeat their details. Alright, so in our next class, you need to have the notes copied into your day book. So you should have the good, fair, and poor sentences into your day book labeled, good, fair, and poor, the do's circled, the don'ts crossed out. Also those notes that I said in the beginning to copy, so the purposes. And in our next class, you should be able to tell the main purposes of a concluding statement, be able to recognize a good, fair, and poor concluding statement, be able to recognize do's and don'ts in example concluding statements, and be able to write a good concluding statement. I'll see you in class. Thanks for watching.